What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and today, yes, we are working on something a little bit different. No, this is not mine. I did not buy another project. I did not buy Denali, but when people drive by my neighbors and see that I have had lowered Tahoes and everything in this driveway is generally lowered, he reached out to me, my neighbor, and wanted to lower this for his wife. They had a lowered Tahoe before, but they bought it that way, and they just traded it off and got this Denali, and they were wanting it to be dropped as well. So I told them that I would do it, and it's a relatively simple project, guys. I'm not going to do, it's going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. I'm going to be doing kind of a time lapse and showing you what all is involved in this, but I'm not going to do a how-to. So if you guys want to see a how-to, I will link that in the description up here. But it's going to be a little bit different, and you're probably wondering, why do I have blue tape out here? Well, I'm doing that because I want to get an accurate measurement. So I want to measure it before, which we will do here in just 1 second, and then of course I'm going to park it back here and measure it when I'm finished. I probably won't work on it here. I might do the back here, but I'm going to turn it around, and I think it's going to rain, so I'm going to try to get as much done today as I can. It may bleed into tomorrow, but you guys won't notice that. It'll be all in one video. But we are going to be using a kit from Beltec, which, like always, guys, I will list this in the description down below. This kit is a little bit easier than the drop how-to video that I linked above there, because this is a 2.3 drop and the other one was a 3.5. When you do a 3.5, you have to cut off the bump stop, which is the free travel mod. I also did a video on how to do that, but it makes things a little more cumbersome. Because this is just a 2.3, we're not going to have to do that, and it might be a 4. It just depends on what it looks like with the 3 setting. But this kit comes with the spindles for the front. That's your 2 inches of drop in the front, and then the rear comes with new bump stops, new springs. Now it's a 3-inch spring, or a 4-inch spring if you use just a spring. If you use the lift cups, that'll bring it up 1 inch. We're just going to kind of gauge that and take a look at the vehicle once it's all lowered. We may end up going back and putting the cups in, I don't know. But then we have shock extenders, because we are going to maintain the auto ride. This car does have auto ride, and honestly, I like to retain that when possible, because it does ride really well. And if you don't need to replace shocks, don't. That's just my opinion, guys. So we're going to start. Like I said, we are going to take some measurements, and we're trying to surprise his wife. They went out of town, and she has no idea that I'm doing this. He literally dropped the keys. And so we're going to try to get it finished before they get back. Now they're going to be gone for a week, so obviously I'll have it done within a week. But trying to get it done today, I think I can do this in 1 day. The back should be pretty easy since we don't have to cut those bump stops off. And but let's get some measurements and see where we're setting currently. So 37 inches. Just a hair under 36 inches. Under 36 inches here, and the last one, that's about 37 3/8. So let's get started. Well guys, as you can see, the rear is finished and it didn't take me long. Probably, honestly, if I didn't have to film or move the camera around, I probably could have done this in an hour, maybe even less. But now let's get this thing turned around and let's get started on the front. Well guys, it is the next day. I have it set down. It's all finished up for the most part. So here's the deal. I did measure it. I got it kind of close to my blue lines, close enough to get me a decent measurement. And it's about a ½ inch lower in the back. So I was afraid of this. A lot of times when you do a 2.4 drop, it's too low in the back. And so I'm sorry, but I'm picky and I don't like it. So I called the owner and I kind of asked him what he wanted to do. So we have a couple options. Obviously, like I told you guys from the get-go, I can put these 2 spacers in the back. That'll bring the back up 1 inch. The other option is we can drop the front more by getting some struts. But for now, I think we're gonna go with the spacers. We're gonna go ahead and put those in, which isn't a big deal. All we have to do is lift the back end up, and we have to slide those on the bottom side. And I'll show you that in the clip here. But we're gonna do that. And then he's gonna take it to his wife. It's definitely gonna look lower than what it was before. And if he decides to, he's gonna order the struts and we're gonna replace the front struts. And we're gonna have to bypass the auto ride, at least in the front, if we do that. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead, lift this thing up, put those in the back, and then we'll get a measurement all the way around once we're all finished up. But for, like I said, right now, we're about a ½ inch lower in the back, which just, I don't know guys, it looks dumb to me. I really like the way the back sets. I think that we'll probably end up lowering the front and taking those back out, but for now, we're gonna go ahead and slide those in. So we have those spacers in, wheels all torqued down and back on, it's on the ground. So let's get some measurements. I'm gonna go in the same order and then we'll talk about how much it came down. So right above 34, so 34 and 1/8. Right at 34. 34 and 1/8. 34 and 1/2. So the final measurements came in exactly 3 inches in the back, exactly 2 inches in the front, and it has about 1/8 of an inch of rake to the front. So the back is about 1/8 of an inch higher, which is perfect. When these cars are completely level, it actually looks lower in the back. So you want a little bit of rake in the back. And I will tell you guys that that spacer, instead of 1 inch, it actually only brought it up about 3/4 of an inch. But it ended up being perfect. And like I said, I think down the road we may end up getting into the strut and bypassing the auto ride in order to get this thing 1 inch lower in the front, and then we will take that spacer back out of the back. But hit the comments, guys, tell me what you think. I think it looks amazing. Lowering a 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive affects the drivability none. So it does not hurt it. It looks better. It's easier to get in and out of. You don't lose any ground clearance other than the body, because the differential in the front and in back are the exact same height. All the suspension has just been lowered. So let me know what you guys think. I wanted to finish this up before they got back from vacation. It's kind of a surprise for her, and I think she's going to absolutely love it. But guys, if you do like this video, please smash that thumbs up button. Like always, if you're not subscribed, go down, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And well, stay tuned to see what we work on next.